The sun beat down on the packed sand of the arena. Two warriors stood, bathed in its harsh light. Their breaths formed ragged clouds in the cool morning air. This was no mere duel. This was a battle for a kingdom, for love. Aron, the Lion of the West, was a mountain of a man, clad in gleaming plate armor. Scarred but not beaten, he carried a heavy broadsword, its edge shimmering dangerously. His opponent, Darius, the Serpent of the South, was sleek and swift, his movements fluid and graceful. Chainmail protected him, each link polished to a blinding sheen. He wielded a pair of wickedly curved scimitars, their razor edges whispering tales of past battles. Both men were champions, their skills honed through countless battles and victories. They had earned their places in this final, brutal contest. Only one could claim the princess and the kingdom that came with her. The Colosseum throbbed with the energy of thousands. Citizens, nobles and merchants all had gathered to witness this momentous occasion. They sat shoulder to shoulder, their anticipation palpable. From the royal dais high above the arena floor, King Alaric watched with an impassive face. The fate of his kingdom, the future of his line, rested on the outcome of this brutal contest. Beside him, his daughter, Princess Ilara, sat pale and still, a captive audience to her own destiny. The crowd roared as the announcer, a wiry man with a powerful voice, proclaimed the rules of the duel. Death or surrender, those were the only options. This was no mere sporting event. This was a fight for survival. Ilara gripped the armrests of her throne, her knuckles white. Below, the two warriors circled each other, their eyes locked in a deadly dance. Fear coiled in her stomach, cold and tight. She barely knew the men who sought her hand. Aron, with his stoic face and powerful presence, seemed honorable but distant. Darius, with his quick wit and charming smile, remained an enigma, his motives as hidden as the blades he wielded. But this was not a fairy tale. This was a political alliance forged in blood and steel. Her duty was clear, to accept the victor regardless of her own desires. Yet, as she watched the two men prepare to clash, a rebellious thought flickered in her mind. Was there no other way? The clash, when it came, was sudden and brutal. Aron struck first, his broadsword whistling through the air, aimed at Darius's head. Darius, quick as a viper, parried the blow, his scimitars flashing. The crowd gasped, their cheers echoing around the arena. Back and forth they fought, a whirlwind of steel and fury. Aron, relying on his strength and reach, rained down blows that would have felled a lesser man. But Darius was like water, flowing around each attack, his scimitars seeking an opening in Aron's defences. The duel raged on, neither man giving an inch. Sweat poured from their brows, their chests heaving with exertion. The air crackled with the sound of steel on steel, the scent of ozone sharp in the nostrils. Then, in a heartbeat, it was over.